Hi, welcome to another episode of The Young and the Restless. We open up at the Abbott house where we see Diane and Jack is updating Summer and Kyle on what happened. They explain to them how they set up Jeremy. Summer and Kyle doesn't seem too impressed by it and they do not believe that it has worked. Kyle says that they added too much risk to get rid of Jeremy so fast. Jack claims that it was worth it. Summer stressed that she doesn't like it because it required Diane and Jack to break too much laws. Then we see Chance at the coffee house thinking about the case. He tells Sharon about the case and how it doesn't add up. Sharon says that it sounds cut and dry, but Chance doesn't think it sits right with him. Then we see Victor goes to Jabal. He runs into Adam and says that he is looking for Kyle. Adam then asks him what exactly is he really looking for and what is going on. What is him and Kyle up to? Then we see Chloe goes to visit Sally. Sally complains about her morning sickness is keeping her down. Then we hear Nick knocks on the door. Back at the coffee house, Chance says to Sharon that on paper it sounds like a solid arrest. But he cannot understand why Jeremy didn't take more. Why just one necklace? He risked his parole for just a necklace? Chance feels like that there's a possibility that Jack and Diane did frame Stark. Says the whole story just feels so contrived. Sharon then says yes, it does sound a bit convenient. Back at the Abbott house, Kyle is worried that Stark will post bail and come back for them. Then we see Nicky comes to visit, following up on the voicemail that Jack left. Jack then informs Nicky that it was Stark who stole her necklace. He broke into her apartment, got it and was trying to set Diane up. Summer then says that she and Kyle has got to get back to work and they leave. Nicky then asks Jack and Diane how do they know so much about it. Jack says that they were there when Chance arrested Jeremy. Nicky then sarcastically says, that's interesting. Very interesting timing. Nicky then wonders why Stark will go all the way to Chicago just to steal from her. Nicky then says that she has a theory about it. Back at Sally's, we see Chloe goes to answer the door for Nick. Nick claims that he is there to wish them luck as they have a proposal for Jill. Nick that says that Sally is not looking well. Sally then asks him and Chloe to leave to give her some time. Nick refused to leave. Nick says that he needs to talk to Sally. Nick asks Sally if there's more to it than what she is telling him. Back at the coffee house, Chance and Sharon discuss his career. Chance doesn't want to walk away and ignore the doubts that he feels in the case and says maybe this is his problem, the fact that he puts his job before everything. Chance is there sounding pretty conflicted, says the case reminds him of when he was dealing with Ashlyn's case. Sharon then tells Chance to carry on doing what he does right. Sharon then asks Chance if he still wants to be a cop because he has been complaining about his job lately. Back at the Abbott house, Jack deflects and says it's good that Stark has been arrested. Nicky then says that she is relieved that Stark is arrested. Diane claims that it is ironic that her misfortune saved her. Back at Jabot, Victor asks Adam why everything has to be an argument. Victor expressed that his disapproval of Adam working at Jabot, a cosmetic place. Then we see Summer and Kyle walks in and interrupt. Victor then requests a minute to speak with Kyle. Back at Sally's, Nick says that Sally is going through a lot more than pressure. Nick asks if the symptoms she is experiencing is morning sickness. Sally claims she didn't want to say anything until she was sure. Back at the coffee house, Sharon tells Chance that there are other fields that he could explore. Then we see Chance get a text and he leaves to go follow up with the Chicago PD. Back at Jabo, Adam asks Carl why is he allowing Victor to pull his strings. Summer, trying to help out the situation, claims that Carl is meeting with Victor for Valentine's Day plans. However, Adam doesn't buy it and Carl and Victor goes into the room. Nicky wonders how Jeremy got into her place and remembers that she has had that code for years and says that there's only one person who knows that code outside of her and Victor, and that's Jack. Then we see Chance arrives and cuts off the conversation. While they are there talking to Chance, we can see that Nicky is on to Diane and Jack. Back at Sally's claimed that she needed time to tell Nick. Claims that she is still wrapping her head around it. Nick then wonders why she didn't tell him sooner. Because it's not your child, Nick. Back at Jadbo, Adam tells Summer not to be caught up into Victor's spell to get to him. Tells Summer that Victor is manipulating Kyle. Back at the Abbott house, Nikki asks Chance if Stark used any gadgets. Chance responds he's not sure. Then Nikki says that she has to leave. After she leaves, Chance tells Diane and Jack that Stark was denied bail. Chance then asks Diane and Jack to elaborate because he can't understand Chance being on parole and he would be risking parole to make to do such a robbery. It doesn't make sense. Jack tells Chance that they cannot shed any more light to the situation. Then Chance leaves. Back at Jabo, Victor tells Kyle that his life would be much better if he had just cut ties with Diane. Kyle then changes the subject. Then we see Victor riles Kyle up about Adam, pressuring him to get rid of Adam. Kyle then asks what's Victor's plan. Back at Sally's tells Nick that she was overwhelmed. Nick says that he doesn't care what anyone thinks. She is an amazing person. Sally claims that she wanted to take things slow. She didn't expect things would change so rapidly. After Chance leave back at the Habit house, Diane is happy that Stark is gone forever. Jack calls himself Diane's savior, then we see the two make love. Chance then returns to the coffee house. He says the conversation with Jack and Diane reinforces all his doubts. Back at Jabo, Adam tells Summer that Victor will corrupt her too. Then we see Victor tells Kyle that he wants him to remind Adam that he doesn't belong there at Jabo. Kyle says he wants something in return, and we end there. Thanks for watching. Bye.